Hey guys, welcome back to Seller Sessions. We're doing our yearly Q4. This time I'm going to do the UK edition. I will do overseas, US, etc. On another show. My esteemed guests are here. I've got Ryan Edkins, Joe Jakes is here, Cara Sayer, Nick Eary, Matt Parker, and Lieutenant Matthew Phipps. How are we doing, guys?
All good.
Good, thank you.
Not bad, thanks.
Good.
All right, so look, time is money. I don't expect people to listen to hours and hours of podcast at this time of year. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about some of the strategies that you guys are implementing on your business. There may be some overlap. So 3 to 5 strategies. Let's get straight into it. Ryan, you're up first.
Okay. What I found after last year is that using sponsored video, partnered with like a prime or a best deal, rather than straight into the sponsored positions where it gets really heavy and the cost per click. But the video's taking up more real estate on the page. Finding that really works well, really effective. That's my number one go-to, especially like Black Friday and Prime Day that we've got coming up as well. I also tend to start moving images around on my brand store. So Prime Day, I kind of get a nice sale feel to the headers on the store, and then same for Black Friday again. I've seen to see those conversion rates kind of go up slightly as we kind of get that feel around the sale days there coming up. And one of the things that I found from last year was to reduce stock out. So rather than sending in full loads of product into one fulfillment center, I'm staggering them on like 1 or 2 pallets at a time, week by week, all the way from September all the way into the end of November, just to protect myself from stock out. So last year I found, Amazon didn't find them. They're actually lost for about 2 or 3 months, 6 or 7 pallets of goods, which really affected my profit for the year. So those are the 3 main ones I tend to focus on, to be fair.
Cool. Excellent. Joe?
Top of search adjustments I run quite aggressively at this time of year, rolling into Q4. It seems to kind of help. Feels a bit like the algorithms in Amazon advertising have got a little bit smarter at showing the right thing rather than just caning budget like they used to quite so much when you ran top of search. So that's proving quite successful for us. Sponsored brand is very good for us. I use Scale Insights as a software to kind of manage all these biddings, which has been running since last October. Picked it up from one of your esteemed colleagues, Danny, and that's also been very good. Sponsored brand running at about 100% ACOS, sort of balancing it out a little bit around visibility versus sales, and just trying to steal a bit of that real estate space. Some of the clicks for top of search have got a bit silly, but yeah, that's kind of our key thing. And deals on, deals off, deals on, deals off. So it feels kind of like a real thing. There's always an appetite. It feels like you get a lot more visibility now than you did last year when you've got a deal live in terms of like ad relevance and ad showing. So that obviously in turn drives up conversion rate, drives up ranking, drives up overall visibility, and obviously sessions. So that's obviously quite a good thing as well. Yeah,
that's 2. And third,
the other thing I've done is we've got quite a big portfolio, about 300 products. So we split them out across product cohorts. A lot of the bidding rules everybody uses are all ACOS based, but we've split out our products into product portfolio on TACOS. So good, medium, bad, and then running different bidding algorithms around each of those product categories or cohorts, if you like, which seems to kind of help trying to redress the balance, because obviously advertising's been a bit hard, I think, for everybody for the last year or so, but that seems to be helping.
Excellent. Mr. Parker.
Yeah, so one of the big things we found is the new function of the carousel. So there's 5 images on the carousel at the top of the sponsored banner. So we've found we're getting decent conversions through that, more so than video ads at the moment. So we are utilising and trying to focus on that, and I advise people to look into that in a big way, because you can be more creative rather than competing obviously with ACOS, etc. I think it's quite important from a creative angle that you can pull people in, whether it's solving a problem to an equation. And also what Ryan said is the algorithm is becoming more intricate and more smart. I think it was Ryan, so Joe that just mentioned that. Sorry, Joe.
I occasionally say smart things.
Well, the thing is, it's picking up on things like bullet points, etc., which are relevant not only to the functionality of the product, but also keywords as well. So I think it's important if you can utilize the banner ad at the top. That's what we're focusing on. We've done a lot of A/B testing and we're getting good results. We've had some bad results, but I think that it's a hit and miss. It's kind of like Marmite. So I think that's one of the strategies that we're implementing. Another thing that a lot of people I don't think speak about enough is the negative keywords. We're focusing on those this year because it's helping us to get a higher conversion rate by not obviously using keywords that aren't needed and pushing the items within, especially variation listings that we know sell already if we want to clear stock within them areas. So we've got a few things on that in regards to negative keywords. I know it's a simple thing, but we've found many people don't utilize them enough, to be honest. And the third thing is obviously coming from social media is utilizing the hashtag. Now, the hashtag is, again, something that we don't feel is spoke about enough, is misunderstood, but it's a really good way to jump onto topics and trends and things that are trending on, for example, Pinterest, Meta, etc., Facebook, Instagram. And if you can use, and TikTok, and if you can utilize the hashtag well enough, then you can jump on a trend, especially with us, I know Cara, with seasonal stuff and with trending stuff. It's really important that you use the hashtag as much as possible. So we're trying to see how we can utilize that as much as possible externally as well. And obviously, one new thing I just mentioned quickly, you've got the sponsored ads, which are now showing on Pinterest, etc. That's coming to the UK. Pinterest, BuzzFeed, Raptive, Mashable, Lifehacker, all these things. You've got all these things coming in where Amazon are actually
all the quality esteemed journalism rags, basically.
yeah, basically. But the most important thing is that Pinterest has jumped on that. It's only a matter of time, I believe, that they're testing it on Meta. So, you've got to utilize that and understand that your creatives are going externally as well as internally. And what does that mean in regards to keywording that and trying to pull in audiences? So that's what we're focusing on. They're the three things, basically.
Yeah. Joe, you was going to interject.
Yeah, just on that, negatives is a really big one, actually. We've started pushing. That's the other thing I forgot to say, actually. Over half my business now comes from Shopify. So whereas we were sort of 70-30 last year, we're now 50-50. So I'm definitely seeing a big spike of Amazon sales. But in Google Ads, negative keywords have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, i.e. giving the algorithm more space to go at other words. And ditto, seeing great success as we're pulling more negatives into our Amazon ad account is definitely helping.
Yeah.
Great shout.
Nick.
Yeah, our brands aren't overly giftable per se. So, we do fairly well all year round. One of the things that we will implement on two of the brands this Q4 is we've got photography where we have images of our product being wrapped, to show that they're giftable. So we will be implementing those and bringing those further up the page, just so that customer sees those early on. And one of the brands I've managed, it's just basic deal management, loading up prime deals, exclusive deals, etc. And just for me, it's really focusing on the fundamentals. We've had a lot of success this year with just the basics, launching good video for product, etc. I still think those good fundamentals apply. If you've got a good product and you've got a good brand, you will do well through Q4, and it isn't just about heavy discounting, promotion, etc., etc. So, I've seen sort of 20% plus improvements in conversion rates from some of the videos and things that we've done. So I'm rushing to get the team to build out videos across 6 or 7 of our products, so we have those live in time for Christmas as well, because we can hopefully ride that wave.
Yeah. Captain Phipps.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for the promotion. So this is quite timely. We just went through all of our Titan mentors and leaders and pulled together, there's about 70 ideas, which we're consolidating in a moment. But so I just picked a few of those for them. The first one is keyword research. So pull up your search query performance report from 2022, Q4, have a look at your top performers in there, and then go back to your listings this year and make sure you're optimized for those top keywords there and pull those through. Equally, do the same this year. Look at how your keywords performed this Q4, so you can start planning ahead for next year. And you can do the same for traditional keyword research, whether you're using, whichever tool you're using to pull the keywords for potential future products and your current products. So you've got that data in season because it's going to disappear come Q1. Another simple one would be a ribbon on the products. If you're a very giftable sort of product that someone might give, then as well as having, you know, the storefront pages and everything, just put a corner ribbon. I'm doing that for my own products on there, and it'll just make it nicely pop ahead. When you do that is up for debate. Some people are already Christmas shopping. I heard someone saying 30% of shoppers are already buying stuff for Christmas, but others might get a bit offended having Christmas before Halloween. I don't know. But so start thinking about that content for sure. And then I think the last one is this year, for the first time, use brand tailored promotions, BTPs, to retarget the people who have perhaps abandoned your cart or, you know, high value customers before, and just use that to generate some extra traffic for you. Because I think this season is all about getting yourself seen, getting yourself ranked organically through October so that you're best positioned to maximize all that beautiful traffic come November.
Yeah, and saving the best for last. Nobody puts Cara in the corner. You're out. This is really out of season for you. There is a good reason to jumping on, because people that are listening that don't have Q4 as their main season. Some of them's going to be January, some's going to be summer. What are you doing to keep active in this period whilst it's not your peak season?
Well, obviously, I'm going on podcasts like this to stop the boredom. Drinking. No, in all seriousness, I mean, there are businesses out there like mine. My Q2 and Q3 are the Q4 for me, and we've already actually achieved the same turnover in September as we did for the whole of last September to December. So I've already actually beat budget, and I've still got 3 months to go. So whilst that does not make one complacent, so one of the things I tend to use this time of year, probably how other people use Q2 and Q3, which is all about housekeeping. It's all about tidying things up. It's about working on the listings, revisiting imagery, profitability. As Danny knows, I've been chatting to Danny. I mean, I've been hard hitting my manufacturer, getting costs down, really analysing what's working, what's not working, realistically, not emotionally. And just going through, I've been my head in spreadsheets the last few months, which has been quite painful. But I also do have Australia as well, which tends to be quite busy at this time of year, with mine being a summer product. Obviously, Australia has gone into already. It's already doing 35, 40 degree days. So in that respect, we start ramping up on the social media. We start talking to our influencers, our baby sleep consultants, etc. Also having a team meeting, because what I like to do is try and plan before we go into plan now, and then we go into busy season March. So we'll probably do another team meeting in February. So we sort of plan, then we plan, and then we get on and do stuff, and then meet up again to crack on with busy season. So I mean, it's quiet but busy. Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's go around the room, and we've all had them at some point. Your number one Q4 horror story and what you learned from it. Ryan, last year? Because you've only been in the game a couple of years, so this is your third or second Q4?
This is my third Q4 now.
Last year, give us a horror story.
I got a major hijack on my best-selling listing, which was basically a guy in China all throughout October and November, undercutting me by a few cents, a few pence here and there. And then slowly letting me compete and taking away all of my business and margin. And that for me was a big learning curve. So I jumped on transparency as soon as I could. Every box now has that QR code on it. And I've seen no hijackers whatsoever on my listing. So that for me was, I probably lost a good 50, 60 grand profit last Q4 due to that reason. So can't emphasize enough. Transparency program, very, very good.
Yeah. Joe, your 22nd Q4 as the OG. What have you learned? What has been? We got all day. I'm here all week.
No. My biggest crashes have always been logistics. Containers getting stuck. We've had one in the States loads of years. 5 or 6 or 7 years ago, where 3 containers were just stuck in the sea. And I think it was last year, maybe a year before, we had 3 containers just sat in Rotterdam till March. just the ones that's supposed to be coming here, Felixstowe broken, and everything just ended up sitting up over there having a lovely time, which is that was quite challenging.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Emotional.
Mr. Parker.
You probably know what I'm going to say, Danny. So last year, logistics, again, Joe, brilliant things. We lost about 180k in a week, basically. The logistics of the UK went on strike, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We're on FBA and FBM. And as a result, even using Amazon logistics, they put our buy boxes down, which wasn't our fault. So we got them back, but it cost us dearly. So we've got backups this year in the logistics department. We've got, third-party companies in the UK, but the US wasn't affected, obviously, as much. But yeah, it was pretty bad. So we've got everything back on track now.
Cool. Nick?
Mine's actually this year, and I haven't felt the financial impact of it, but we did a fairly big launch in Germany, sent some products over there, and every time I send inventory in, it just disappears. It keeps happening. I found out yesterday that it's actually related to our German VAT number not being correct, or the German VAT number is correct, but the address details are incorrect. So my whole kind of launch process is screwed now. But we're just going to do the best we can. We're trying to rectify that. But didn't see that one coming. And countless tickets to seller support. They couldn't figure it out. It's just some smart guy at Amazon's picked it up.
Mr. Phipps.
I was just miming. No, I think our biggest impact has been the check-in times at Amazon. So one of our products, we got it in the first week of November, just a standard restock. And I think it took 7 or 8 weeks for it to hit our inventory. So we ended up running out like 2 weeks before Christmas, which, for our previous giftable brand was a massive impact. So I think definitely get things in earlier than you think you would be the top tip. Use Amazon warehousing as well if you're kind of signed up for that AWT or anything like that. And get stuff in and don't be left there wondering and chasing them with endless pointless emails. Yeah.
Cara, as you won't have a Q4, I think one of your biggest horror stories was going to war with a retailer and winning.
Well, there's that, but no, I do also have a Q4, not horror story necessarily, but just price for non-seasonals is actually get your stock out of Amazon, because quite often they send you a free offer around now, which they've just done recently, and I always take advantage of that to empty out my stock because I don't want it sitting there unused for the next sort of 3 months. So I fill it up to a level, empty it out for free, and then start restocking again in sort of March, but just leave enough in there to sort of tick along.
Oh, let's wrap it there then. We'll keep it nice and short, coming up to the 18 minutes mark. If people want to reach you, starting with you, Ryan, what's the best way to reach you?
It would be ryanedkins.com. Just sign up for a weekly newsletter.
And Joe?
On LinkedIn, probably. Joe Jakes of London. Just reach out to me there.
Excellent. Mr. Parker?
Matt Parker, Trendlution on LinkedIn, or matt.parker@trendlution.com.
Showing my age here, Facebook. You could just search for
Facebook. I thought he was going to say AOL.com.
MSN Messenger.
Look on Ask Jeeves.
Ask Jeeves.
I launched Ask Jeeves back in '99. Yeah, that's a bit of a blossom plus.
It is. Phipps.
Facebook, X, or LinkedIn is fine, just by name.
Facebook, X. I haven't got used to that. I can't stand Twitter. I can't do it. It's just so toxic on there.
Just one X though, Danny, not 3 X's. That's quite important.
Yeah, 3 X's.
Cara, I'm the only Cara Sayer on the internet, pretty much, and or Bumble, whichever.
On Bumble. I'm joking. Right, we're degrading the quality of the show now, even though I bring it down with swearing.
I'm taking women now. It's all gone. I was only
Bumble tips next podcast.
The next one, online dating for sure.
Oh, don't. That must be brutal.
We should review Cara's listing live on the call.
What a Bumble profile, yeah.
A Bumble listing.
I don't think you can use the same time.
Yeah, I think we're going to descend into chaos here and I'll get cancelled. So let's start the old Bumble stuff. Guys, lovely to see you all today. I will hopefully see you in December in a fit state and not on the floor where all the stress of Q4. It's been a tough year for a lot of sellers. I wish you all well and great success. No, we'll do that December 2nd. Oh, that's the point. I should shout it out. I'll keep forgetting. Christmas party, December 2nd. Most tickets done through previous through email from the previous attendees. I think we've got about 20 left. We've got Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So it's all weekend. So you've got 4 p.m. till 7 p.m. networking and drinks. I'm sure Titan will do their party on the Friday night. Then we've got the Saturday, which is midday until 4 p.m. Drinks, networking, food, etc. Then we'll be doing the party at 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. I'll be DJing and annoying the shit out of everyone. Then we go out to the 24-hour bars. I then get up in the morning, scrape people up and put them back into their hotel rooms. And then we do it all again at 10 o'clock in the morning with Bloody Marys and beers. And then everyone goes home about 2 o'clock and it takes them about a week to recover. And so that's all for the pricely sum of £149, but hit me up for a £50 discount code. So come over, enjoy yourself. A lot of people do fly in because the UK market's small. We have a nice little tear up on that weekend, get over the stress, talk about how bad Amazon's been, how good it's been, and just have a good weekend with good people. So that's my little bit of selling and plug in there. Go to Eventbrite, just search Seller Session Social, and there's a few tickets left there. So, gentlemen, and of course, lovely lady in Cara, I'll see you all again soon. Thank you for joining us today. Shan will be up next. I'll be up next week. Take care of yourself and your family. Much love, and I'll see you again soon.